Hey guys, today I listened to Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, and these are my thoughts on the songs on the album and my thoughts on the album as a whole. Guys, just before I get into it, this is the first episode of album review that I've done in a while, a good while. Um, I more is coming. This is sort of foreshadowing for what's coming, in a way. Sort of foreshadowing. Not really, but sort of. Anyways, let's get to the meat of this. So, number 1, Wouldn't It Be Nice? 8.9 out of 10. Neat open, great vocal open, great harmonizing, good instrumentation, good melody, neat thingy. There's a neat thingy around the 1 minute mark. There's a neat bridge or interlude or whatever. Is it like the song? It doesn't follow the typical structure, so my format doesn't really work well for it. But yeah, I like the bars. It's a neat like slowy bit around a minute 40. Verdict, this song is like amazing. The only reason that I didn't give it a 9 is because it doesn't deserve that rating. I know, crazy. The reason I didn't rate it higher is because I don't think that it should be rated higher. And this song is really, really good. One of the Beach Boys' best songs, definitely. But it's not 9 material, okay? It's close. It's real close, right? 8.9 out of 10. But not quite. Anyways, to the rest of the album. Number 2, You Still Believe in Me, 7 out of 10. Neat open, fine vocal open, interesting instrumentation, fine chorus. I knew that build was coming near the end there, but it really should have built more. Right? It just did not build enough. And when I say build, I need to make a video making all of my specialty terms less opaque, as they are very opaque at the moment. I have not told a soul what any of them mean. But building, if this isn't a pre-established musical term, is when a song goes from ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da to when right there it goes a ton of horns come in and they start like trumpets and they're da 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 and then drums go and a ton of more instruments come in. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's building. Wonderful explanation. Anyways, number 3, That's Not Me, 6.8 out of 10. Good opening, good organ, good build. Neat drop, like beat drop, sort of, but not, because it's a Beach Boys song. And good recovery from the drop, back up. Verdict, it could have been bigger. I'm really bad at talking lately. I can't read. It's weird. You'll notice that in my upcoming main series video. Number 4, Don't Talk, opening parenthesis, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, closing parenthesis. 6.5 out of 10. And yes, the singular for parentheses is parenthesis. You can look it up. Neat opening, neat instrumentation, fine instrumental section around 2 minutes, the 2 minute mark. It should have built more though. Number 5, I'm Waiting for the Day, 7.3 out of 10. Great open, fine vocal open, great build leading into the 1 minute mark. Neat backing vocals, good section at the end. It's not the best, but it's still pretty good. Number 6, Let's Go Away for a While, 6.8 out of 10. Interesting open, nice horns, neat violin, neat bit around the 1 minute mark. I like halfway through this, around the 1 minute mark actually, I was like, will there be words? I wrote that in the notes. Will there be words? Question mark. And there weren't. The drums coming in near the end was neat, but this song overall feels like a 2-minute intro for like a 10-minute song. You know, it feels like we just like lost the last 8 minutes, and this was like a crazy intro for a long song. You see that a lot in older songs. They used to do that quite a bit. Not as much anymore. Not so much. Kind of weird. Number 7, Sloop John B. I forgot how that one was pronounced. I think I did it right. 7.3 out of 10. Good opening, good vibe, good build around a 1 minute mark. Neat chorus. It's a good song, not the best. Number 8, God Only Knows. 7.7 out of 10. Good open, good vocal open, good piano thingy, good chorus, and a cool thing around minute 5. It feels like a cool down song after a great one. Like, you know how in movies there's like dances, they always have like the really important stuff happening with like a really famous song, and then after that it kind of cuts to just like a slower, not much happening, kind of just shots of stuff, and this feels like that. It feels like a cool down song, like we're cooling down from the intensity of the last stuff. It feels really good, but it just feels like, oh, it's that secondary thing, you know? Anyways, number 9, I Know There's an Answer, 6.8 out of 10. Neat opening, cool drums, neat chorus thing, poor solo thingy. Overall, it's a neat song, but nothing especially good. Number 10, Here Today, 8.1 out of 10. This is great opening, good horn, cool bit near the beginning, cool like repetition, good chorus. Overall, pretty great instrumentation. Neat bit around minute 45. Overall, is another pretty good one, pretty good. Number 11, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, 7.1 out of 10. Good opening, nice drum roll. I always like drum rolls; they're always pretty cool. Neat chorus, good backing vocals. It's a neat song. Number 12, Pet Sounds, the song, not the album. 6.6 out of 10. Neat open. It's another instrumental, but good instruments. Overall, it's fine. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of instrumentals, at least in like larger albums, like Moonlight Sonata, great song. Blue New Waltz, great song. Right, some of my favorites, but you know, not if you put it in the middle of like a Taylor Swift album, well then I'm not gonna rate it all that high, even though I like the song, because what's he doing there? Why is he here? He shouldn't be here. Why is he here? You know? Anyways, number 13, Caroline, space, no. 6.9 out of 10. Interesting open, interesting vocal open, fine melody. A really early fade, like 30 seconds before the song ends. But then of course, train noises. Yeah, there are train noises at the end there. I think that's just like from like when it was on vinyl, they had train noises at the end, and then putting it on Spotify, they decided, whoever put it on Spotify, I don't know, just decided, hey, let's put those train noises at the end of this song. That just happens to be the last one. So it's like a great idea. What could possibly go wrong? Anyways, I didn't really account for that in my score, because it's not supposed to be there pretty clearly, or if it is, what the heck is going on? Anyways, not that bad. Worst to best, we got Don't Talk, opening parenthesis, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, closing parenthesis, Pet Sounds, That's Not Me, and Let's Go Away for a While, and I Know There's an Answer, Caroline, space, no, You Still Believe in Me, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, I'm Waiting for the Day, and Sloop John B. Jeez. God Only Knows, Here Today, and Wouldn't It Be Nice? So now, it's time for the tier list section. Okay, so I messed up recording this. I already did this, but, I messed it up. So we're gonna do it again. Oh my god. Pet Sounds cover. I wonder where I'm gonna put it. I haven't decided yet. I really haven't. I haven't done this before, so I don't know. Yeah. I always forget to, because I have my audio on my mic audio on a different track. So I imported, because it's been so long, I forgot exactly where I put like what little section of OBS I used to like actually record the tier list sections. So I put my mic in to just like something I called desk. I have no idea when I made it. I don't know why it's there, but I have it there. And I put it in there. I used my normal mic. I just like imported it. I selected the auto thing that OBS has. Fatal mistake, because right, I have my mic audio on a different track from the desktop audio, right? Which is fine, but except OBS, for some reason, only exports track 1 unless you manually set it in that profile to export something other than track 1. Instead of using a different profile than I usually use for my main series videos, because my main series videos have funky stuff going on. I'm not going to explain. I just like, it didn't have the audio. So even though the audio was being picked up, and it just didn't go into the final thing. So anyways, I'm going to stop being so long-winded, and I'm going to actually get to doing what I need to do. So where's this going to go? Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. That was yes, here. That was a much shorter version of a funny thingy thing that I did last time, but you'll never know what it is because it is lost media. So, too bad. I also fixed these because this was like over here and this was like over here. It was like a big gap. And I fixed that. So yeah, Pet Sounds. It's a fine album, but I feel like we can probably both agree, hopefully, that Man's Best Friend is better. Like, if you haven't listened to it the whole way through, do it. It sounds good. Like, do it. I don't know why Red is up here. I don't remember especially liking that one at all. But maybe I'm just, like, not brain, That's perfectly possible. That's possible. Anyways, this has gone on long enough. I'll see you next time on the tier list section. Until then, I will see you in the normal section. Bye-bye now. That was the tier list section. I'm sure I ranked it. Definitely. Do you like my ranking? Leave your answer in the comments below. Down below. They're down. Did you know that? They're down. I think they used to be to the right, actually. Is that a thing? Was that a thing at one point in time? Leave a comment down below. Or to the right, if you're an old man. Anyways. Yeah, I thought Pet Sounds was fine. It's not the best. I mean, the Beach Boys have way better songs. But was it unenjoyable to listen to? Not by any means. Not by any means. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you later this month, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, with more album review. I'm going to make a lot of people mad. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I'll see you later.